councillor Mashara. Do councillor ward 10. Saka ndakati sifare kutangira navo. Tabva kupekwe nezvipo zvedu. Togara tichiita gore rimwe nerimwe handidana kuti gore rimwe nerimwe tinorangarira machembero edu kuti vawanewo chavanodyawo paChristmas. Hazvina kuwanda, tinongopemawo topema togamuchidana zvinhu zvatinenge tinazvo. Saka tauyawo nezvatinazvo kuti muwanewo zvinokubatsiraiwo mukati menguva ino yeChristmas. Handiti? Mofarirawo kansela wenyu ndiye anotitendera kuti tiuye kuno. Yes, I think remember last year takati kuno futi tina kansela wa programs zedu ati kana kansela zina kutitendera kuti so kuti tikupei hunge kansela atitendera kuti tikupei. Handiti? Saka tinoda kuti tifarire izvo zvozvo. Tine ma 2 kg maviri erice nebha zvatawana kuti vasikana muri kuona ava nevakomana muri kuona ava ndo vanomhanya unganidziro zvatinenge takuwanira vanomhanya towana zvatinenge tawana vomhanya towana zvatinenge tawana. Kune varombo vedu tichigoverana zvishoma zvatinenge tawana. Basa redu nderekufamba tichipema tichitsvaka zvinhu zvingabatsira vanhu kuti vagone kubatsirika. Dzimwe nguva tinowana zvakawanda, dzimwe nguva tinowana zvishoma. But mukuwana kwatinoita tinodzokera kuvanhu tonovasvitsa. Saka ndinotungamirira boka iroro ndiri director tichishanda nevamwe vatinoshanda navo muchirongwa ichocho. So tatisu gore zvarava kupera tirangarirewo hama dzedu dziwanewo chadzinodyawo paKrisimasi. Ndizvona here tichiriyo zvinowaitaigona. Saka tinopema hama dzangu, hatina kana dhona. Handika chedu kupema tichitsvaga tichipema tichitsvaga. But mukutsvaga tichipema pane vanotipa simba rekuti tigone kutsvaga nekupema. Chokutanga ivava muri kuona vakansela ava kana vakati usasvike kuarea kwangu hatisvike. Ndo mvura yedu hatigoni kudhidha kusvika kuno kana vakati tisasvike. Kune kwataifanira kutoenda mazuva mashoma apfuura tikatorega kwedu. Because pane zvakangotaurikawo ikoko nakansela kuti katisaka chadi hatichaendi. Ndo pandafonera sekuru ndikati ndagara tichiuya ikoko. Munotitendera here zvikanzi one time. Saka ndo one time. Muchirai kansela wenyu maoko. Hatina kutanga zvino. Tingade takauya kare but road. Handi munotamirapo. Pamwe pacho taida kutomboya nestationary yevana futi. Tikakundikana futi nenyaya yeroad. Handidika nditotaura kuti kansela vagopota vachimbohwawo bishani. Ndati road. Saka hatimbokukangamwi noramba tichingouya tichikurangarirai nezvishoma zvatinenge tawana. Saka tinotsvagira vana vezvikoro stationary, mabhuku, mabhilo. Machembere tinomatsvagirawo mbatya dzokupfeka, tovatsvagirawo chikafu chokudya nezvibhutsuko zvemumakumbo kana zvichinge zvawanikwawo kuti tingoramba tichingorarama. Asi rangarirai kuti tiri kuzviwana kubva mukupema. Zoreva kuti mukati pachichemo nhasi kuti kuarea kwedu hatina chakati. Musatitarisire kuti mangwana chiuye. Tinombonogara pasi nevasikana munonavo nevamwe vasina kuuya. Toisa musoro pamwe chete. Uyu yanekake kadiki, uyu yanekake kadiki, uyu yanekake. Tomboona zvaungana here kana vasina kukwana tombomira.
South Africa, America. Asi chavanokoshesa kunana mai vavo kwete ini. Koshesa kuya neshuga yekuti vabereki vati. Vanokoshesa vana mai vavo, havakoshesi vamwe vanhu. Ndiri kurayira ndichiti muri kuzviona here. Hapana munhu wamunozviva pano kunze kwamabhunu. Muri kundiwa here. Tarirai vamwe vana vanokufungai vari kure vasina ukama nemi. Let's adopt this system and put into practice for the development of our own area. Kana tichiti nyika inovakwa nevene vayo, tisu rayirai vana kana varuku kuti fungaiwo kuti kune vamwe vanhu vanotambura. Kana mauya neshuka topa vanani kuti tibatsire kuitira kuti kana tafa takuenda kudenga Mwari atikomborere, atirangarire kuti uchiri mupenyu. Anokubvunza nzira yako ikoko kana waive pasi wakaita zvingani wochipupura kuti I have done what you told me to do. Unenge wakunzi enda kuna Satani kana kuna Mwari. Murundi here. Chirungu chatakadzidza 1969 chichirimo. So vana mai nana baba isu toitira kuti kana tichinge tafanana mabhunu, ndinowanzotaura kwaive neZRP yainzi BSAP, British South African Police. Interpretation yacho takura isu tikati baba Satani arere pano. Kana tafa isu hatidi kuti nana vamabhunu moti pamakuva varere baba Satani pano, moti pane vanhu vakaita kuti nzvimbo yedu kana nguva diki iyoyo tizikamwe. Do all the good you can by all the means you can wherever you go. Kwese kwanoenda. Murundi wenu. So toda kutenda baba vamabhunu vauya pano. Mavanzwa, he is not working in isolation. Vakudzai kuti vanoshanda na DDC, District Administrator, Social Welfare, Ministry of Education, President's Office, Ministry of Women Affairs. Kana vasina kupiwa mvumo unowakonzi asi vakuno campaign chichavana kuti aiwa ibudiriro.
It is the organization to ensure that our old aged people are well catered for. So are our orphans and vulnerable children. So we go into the communities seeking for assistance from well-wishers, from companies and other organizations, so that we can assist our communities. Fine, we do have some challenges when it comes to sourcing donations, but we thank God because we are living in a community where people understand the problems that are being encountered by our communities. So right now we are in a place called Kwesela Palimashesh. It is a place which is about 10 kilometers from Joel place. That's Jombe Business Community. So that's where we are right now, assisting our old aged people and the orphans. So we've brought some groceries from what we've sourced, so that our old aged people and orphans have something to eat during this Christmas holiday.
Right, you have mentioned something, you have mentioned challenges. What are some of those challenges which you are experiencing as an organization?
Okay. Since the organization was formed, we've been facing some challenges that includes donation or sponsors. We currently don't have donors who are sponsoring organizations. We don't have donors who are sponsoring organizations. So we are relying on community donations, which may sometimes become complicated for an organization like us. But we always thank God because the little we are getting, we are managing to hand it over to the need. But we have those challenges of having no funders. We are also having some challenges in terms of transport. Like now we've traveled all the way from Kwekwe to Jombe. We have to hire transport to fill whatever we have acquired. So it's so expensive for our organization. We also don't have income generating projects that can sustain us. So we're still looking forward to get people who are willing to assist us with some funds so that we can have our own funds which we can use to acquire transport to fill our things. We also need transport of our own that we can use for the administration of the organization, for outreach programs, and to attend to some cases of child abuse which are occurring in our communities. So that's one big challenge that we have at the moment.
We have been looking at the negative. Let us now look at the positive, which you've posted so far as an organization.
We've done quite a lot. Like from the formation of the organization, we've done a lot. We've conducted quite a number of Christmas parties for the underprivileged people. It's a yearly event. We have managed to enter into drug abuse awareness campaigns in schools, in some growth points. We have also managed to donate stationery to different schools in our catchment area. We've managed to buy some uniforms, we've bought some books. We've managed to assist the government during the COVID era. We managed to acquire some sanitaries, some face masks, and we delivered to different institutions, which include the police, schools, and some other areas.
You have mentioned sustainable projects. What do you have in mind? Some projects which you think can sustain the organization?
Okay. I think if we can manage to get the assistance in terms of machinery, like the area we are working in, it's an area where farmers are doing some wonders. So there is a lot of groundnuts which we can use for peanut butter. So if we manage to get peanut butter machines, we can be able to produce as much as we can. We also have sunflowers that are being grown in our areas. So if you can manage to get a machine that makes oil, cooking oil, that will also help us. We are also looking forward to get some cable holders that we can also use for that. We can also get some welding machines, because we have some other guys in our organizations who have done this whole thing. So if you manage to get those machineries, I think it can also assist us to boost our pockets so that we can do things on our own.
Then coming to the issue of donating, is that the trajectory which you want to continue sustaining, or maybe you have some ideas in mind whereby you want to depart from this norm, from this notion of donating, and make people in communities to be self-reliant?
Okay, that's very true. It is not our aim to keep on donating people, but as an organization which has just started, we are into it. Our main aim is to implement some projects that can sustain our communities. Projects like gardening, projects like fish ponds, such kind of projects. So we are looking forward to have such kind of projects so that our community can sustain itself. We don't want to rely on donating, and we don't want our community to rely on being donated on. It is our aim that by the end of the day, we have a community that can sustain itself by doing their things on their own.
You're dealing with the vulnerable in this community, in Kwekwe district. We are seeing a rise, a spike in child marriages.
Yes.
As an organization, what can you attribute those that increase in child marriages to?
Yeah, it's becoming more and more challenging in the sense that some other communities are doing it. I don't know how can I express it. Can I call it legally, or I don't even know, because we have some other church sectors that are involved in child marriages, but no actions are being taken. We have the apostolic sect where children who are even below the age of 12 years are getting married, and those cases are just going unattended to. So that's one big challenge that we currently have. We also have some other big names that are also into abusing children, and nothing is being done because of their ranks. So we still have such kind of challenge that we have in our communities. And in rural areas, we have some people who are influential, whom if any kind of an abuse is done, they can easily make the issue disappear. So that's one of the challenges we are having. So even if we try to get into the story, sometimes it won't help.
How do they make these issues disappear?
One comes with an issue, assuming that, let's just assume that your child has been raped, and you go to the headman, you complain. Then the headman can even go and liaise with the perpetrator. So they can pay each other using codes, they can pay other using whatever they use. Then the story goes down, and it goes down with the dust.
Because there's a misconception that mining is mainly contributing to these issues. Is it true?
Yeah, it is true. It is true, because our own area is a mining area. It's also contributing to that. And some of our young children are being bribed by these guys who have a lot of money. So sometimes after being abused, a child can be given money so that she remains quiet. So by the end of the day, such issues, they just go unattended to.
And what are you doing as an organization to address such?
We are also trying to push. We are also trying to push to ensure that all these issues are well addressed. Like in our organization, we also have the legal team that we are working with. So we are trying to put things down so that whenever we come across such situations, they are legally addressed by the law.
Thank you very much. Anything which you'd like to add as you're concluding?
All I just want to add is we just need donations. People out there, we just need donations so that we can run our organizations properly. And I would also want to advise parents who are out there to take care of their children, especially in this era where our children are being sexually abused. Yeah, I think that's what I have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.